Right, okay, so for the last 20 minutes, half an hour, I want to discuss this. So, actually, wait, before we continue, what's your opinion about no weapon restrictions? I know we talked a pre-show, but for the audience, what's your opinion?
Because I'm
okay,
I'm fine with it.
So, no weapon restrictions, that's what we're talking about here for a moment. So, every class can use any weapon they want. There's no weapon restrictions like in other all the Battlefield games. You can use any weapon you want. So, Ray, what's your opinion?
I don't mind it. I'm not. I mean, I'm going to use it to my fullest advantage to the point that, as far as I can tell from my gameplay style. So, if you're going to let me run around with two primaries and they can be whatever I want, and I want to have a bolt action and a shotgun, then guess what? I'm doing it.
Yeah. So,
and if I want to have a 44 Magnum on my hip, let me do it. Give me if you're gonna give me my assortment of guns.
Yeah, so for the I talked about the last episode when I was recording by myself. As said, it's really not a big deal. It's not important, and I think it's easier for the new players that will be playing this game, right? And as said, for a lot of people, this is gonna be their first ever Battlefield. Like this is gonna be their first ever Battlefield, and this is gonna be their Battlefield 3 game. For us, it was Battlefield 3. For the new audience that will play this game, for them it's going to be their Battlefield 3, right? And I remember Battlefield 2 players complaining, Battlefield 3 is a casual Battlefield, it's a Call of Duty clone, all that kind of stuff. That's what people said about Battlefield 3 before it came out. I remember Battlefield community losing their shit that this game is casual, Battlefield 3 is not a true Battlefield game, all that kind of stuff. Was Battlefield 3 a bad game?
Yeah.
Was it a bad game? No, it's a fantastic game, and a lot of people still think it's one of the best Battlefield games. And we've got same story here. Like, oh, there's not a Battlefield. They're trying to copy code and everything. Like, oh, they're trying to copy Warzone. Yeah, we're back to the same freaking story, same shit. But realistically, no weapon restrictions on classes. I don't think it's a big deal. If you're a good player, decent player with some brain cells, and apparently having a couple of brain cells in this era and be good at first person shooter is apparently a talent. Apparently being above average is a talent. Apparently. That's a completely different topic I want to talk about on Patreon later on. But yeah, it's just, I think it's fine. And when we say two primary weapons, it's only assault class. It's something like ability, right? Like you lose a gadget, but instead you get an extra weapon. Or you can have two gadgets and one weapon, right? And a pistol. Like, that's normal, right? So apparently it's a thing. So it's a choice. But to have that choice, you need to sacrifice something to have those two primary weapons for the assault class. And people saying like...
Right, which makes sense.
Yeah, like balance, right? Like, and people say, well, assault class is now OP as fuck and everything. Sure, maybe balance reasons, I get it. But having two primary weapons on a grand scale of things for the assault class, it's not a big deal, honestly. Like, if you've been playing other games, like other than Battlefield, you know, Call of Duty, PUBG, or some, I don't know, Splitgate just came out, like, I'm pretty sure you're allowed to have two weapons there, like two primary weapons. Like, it's not a big deal. You can't shoot those
primary has been a thing forever.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and like, what, you're gonna shoot those two primary weapons at the same time? No. Also, when you switch weapons, right, that takes time. It's like reloading. What's the difference? Like, I don't see any difference, like, switching a weapon and reloading. It's the same thing, you know? Okay, maybe because I'm above average player, I don't care. For me, it's just like, whatever. But people that only been playing these Battlefield games, just only Battlefield games, that's the only thing they know, you know? So I get, like, maybe to you, it's really weird, like, oh, two primary weapons, that's OP. Not really, if you've been playing the other games. Yeah.
If they restrict the amount, now I would also think that not only carrying two primaries would restrict the amount of gadgets that you would be able to have. I would also think it would also restrict the amount of ammo that you could carry for both of those guns, because it would not make sense for me in order to be able to carry in one kit, be able to carry an M16 and like 6 magazines for that shit, which even that in of itself I think is kind of unrealistic, because I think that the most you might be able to fit on a plate carrier is like, I'll actually know, because I'm sure somebody out there will send me a video of a dude managing to fit like 20 mags on a fucking plate carrier.
Oh, there's always one dude.
Being realistic, there's always that one guy that will figure that shit out, so I'm not going to say that it's impossible. But let's be practical here. I mean, if anybody... I'm sure there are people in the military that would say that the most they'd be able to carry and be practical is maybe 8 mags top. So for video game's sake, let's say 6 magazines. That's 30 rounds each.
I'm counting. I'm counting how much Call of Duty has. 7 mags.
7 mags.
If it's
so 6 to 7, I guess.
If it's a 30-round mag, 7 rounds. 7 mags, yeah.
Right. All right. So unless the gun fires the exact same ammunition, fires the exact same magazine, which would make no sense. Why would you want a different gun unless it's a sniper rifle or something? The amount of ammo that you're going to be able to carry should change. Like, I should not be able to carry a fucking M249 and 3 box magazines, actually, if you think about it, because I'm pretty sure it's 100 to a box magazine, and I've seen being able to carry 200 on your person, so that's 2 box magazines you're carrying.
Do we care
Plus, being able to carry a 6 stack of fucking M16 magazines. Let's be real here. If that's going to be the case, then I should be restricted to 2 box magazines for the M249, and that includes the one that's in the damned gun, plus 4 magazines for my assault rifle, minus the one that's in the gun.
Realistically, Ray, no one, I don't think, dies or anyone.
I don't think anybody's carrying an M249 and an M16 at the same time.
Well, I don't think they will care how many
video.
I don't think they will care how many mags you can carry realistically. They're just gonna put as long as it makes balance wise. In COD, 210 bullets. It makes sense because it's just like the balance way, how the game works. Like, it's enough for a gunfight and a second gunfight and whatever. So it's gonna be the same thing. Also, I've been proposing, for example, support class. There's no support class anymore. It's kind of like medic / support. Back in the day, I wanted like a limited ammo for support, and what triggered the gameplay for the class is basically the reloading, because we have a fucking LMG, right? Like in Medal of Honor Warfighter, the support class in Medal of Honor Warfighter, you had LMG, right? Took ages to reload, but you had unlimited ammo, and you can always pick up ammo from your teammates and everything. So I was kind of proposing same thing for Battlefield. Like, the support guy will drop ammunitions for himself anyway, right? So what's the point? Like, might as well like have a limited
usually
ammo.
Where you're finding a support player, you're going to find an ammo box.
Usually, yeah. So
that was kind of the thing. Same thing with like where you will find medics, you will find medic boxes.
Yeah. So I was just proposing that, but now because we don't have that support class anymore, we have kind of like support / medic, so it will not make sense in this game. But people say sniper on a medic feels wrong. You also assume that medic will revive you anyway. That player wants to camp on the hill with a sniper anyway. Who cares what class he is? He will not revive you. He will not drop you health or anything. You assume he will do that anyway, right? Or people are like,
your frontline players are going to be your obvious frontline players. Those are going to be the people who are going to carry ammo, and they're going to carry health, and they're going to throw it when they need it at the very least. So I would say that this is going to encourage more bunching up and squad play, which it should. It needs to. So now, instead of being able to look at the mini... And in a way, I'm going to argue for this, as much as I didn't like it at first. But now I'm going to argue for it. If you see an assault player on the map, that gives you more of an incentive in order to cover that motherfucker, because he could have either health or ammo with which your ass needs.
Yeah. I personally
so bunch up and fucking help out.
I don't know. As I've been playing other games and everything, for me, it's not a problem. Battlefield community is really, really vocal about this. Listen, even if they restrict the weapons, cool. You're just gonna make this more difficult. Like, okay, not difficult, just more annoying. Okay, you're gonna have universal weapons. Okay, what are those universal weapons? What, SMGs, carbines? Carbines basically assault rifles. So what do you change with that? Nothing. You achieve nothing. Like, as soon as you have universal weapons, those restrictions mean
My
nothing.
brother in Christ, you're missing the one big major difference of Battlefield between all of the rest of the other first-person shooters and multiplayer. Battlefield does not let you scavenge ammo off of dead bodies.
Yeah, you can.
No, you cannot.
I did it in Battlefield 4. I literally played Battlefield 4 on PS5 just a couple of days when I was on holiday.
It's not been something that they've done that often. I don't know. I don't think I've ever fucking picked up ammo off of a corpse in a Battlefield game. Are you fucking kidding me? That's always been a COD thing.
No, I'm pretty sure I walked over.
If you could pick ammo up off of fucking corpses, then what would be the point in being able in throwing fucking ammo bags down? Now you can pick weapons up off of corpses in Switch, but you've never been able to pick ammo up off of corpses in Battlefield.
Okay,
Fuck
I literally played Battlefield 4 2 weeks ago
maybe you picked up the same fucking weapon and that you picked up their kit.
Maybe.
But you've never fucking picked up ammo off a corpse in a Battlefield game, and that's the key difference.
Actually, wait, can you do that in Battlefield
2042? You don't scavenge in Battlefield.
Wait, can you do it? I think you can pick up the same ammo in 2042, though, no? I think you can.
Not that I'm aware of. But again, that would make an ammo bag fucking pointless. Because what's the point in throwing ammo bags if I can just take and kill a bunch of fucking players and mow through and pick up ammo off?
Well, it's not like in COD.
That's why COD doesn't do it. COD realizes they don't need ammo bags because you can pick it up off of corpses.
Thing is, gunfights in COD are closer. In Battlefield, they're not that close. I don't think you will run across the field to pick up his ammo.
You would be amazed on what I would do if I ran out of fucking ammo. And
fucking throw smokes, like throw freaking smokes
throw
in
a
the open
fucking
in front of
smoke
the tank. I
grenade
just
if you
need that
got
ammo.
it, haul ass to the nearest corpse and hope to God you pick up an assault rifle. Brother, we've been there. We've done it. Don't even try that shit. That was a goddamn 101 tactic back in the day because we always used to tell people, don't fucking kill yourself to respawn with a new kit. Just pick up another fucking kit if you know a dude's got another kit. If he's got a good kit. If he's running what you're running, just pick it up.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think ever in my life.
It's stuck in my head. I literally played on PS5, played BF4 just 2 weeks ago while I was on holiday. I'm pretty certain I picked up ammo.
And I do not believe you for a fucking second.
Maybe I'm tripping.
Scavenging is not a thing in Battlefield.
Maybe I'm tripping.
Maybe
I'm tripping. Yeah, maybe I'm tripping. But I'm pretty sure that's a thing, but I could be wrong. Regardless.
And it doesn't need to be a thing anyway.
Yeah.
It's always been Battlefield's thing. That encourages you to bunch up in squads. Damn it.
Also, in the playtest, there were ammunition boxes, those ammo crates, whatever, those big ones. So it doesn't matter.
Stationary ones where you resupply everything.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
I liked those in Battlefield 5.
Go to your home flight, pick up your ammo from it. That's it. Oh, no. Oh, support is not giving ammo? That's okay. Ammo crate.
Yeah.
Ammo crate.
I mean, they were in strategic places, and you could only use them if you held the flag. So, I mean,
yeah.
And the engineers, I think a lot of them, like they even with the tanks, you had to build the ammo depots for the vehicles. So, I mean, again, as much as people shit on that, I almost miss that now. I miss having that. That encouraged team play a lot. That gave, the engineers a reason in order to hang around for about 2 or 3 minutes after capping a flag. It gave everybody a reason to hang around for 2 or 3 minutes, cover those guys and get the ammo shit set up and get the repair set up and get shit set up real quick. Okay, now we go take next flag. I liked that shit. Now that I look back on it,
yeah,
nobody wanted to do it though.
Yeah,
and there's just me out there with my hammer.